Hello viewers, I'm Advocate Kia Rawat from Lexis & Company. Today I'm going to talk about foreign judgment. So, the article aims to study in detail the enforceability of foreign judgments and decrees passed by the foreign courts. So, here I'm going to tell you about the nature scope of Section 13, Section 14 and Section 44A of the Code of Civil Procedure 1908. The exceptions of Section 13 has been dealt separately in detail. The paper discusses various decisions of the Supreme Court, High Courts and other courts of India, and some prepositions are also discussed so that the decisions can be highly appreciated. Now, Code of Civil Procedure 1908. The Indian Code of Civil Procedure 1908 lays down the procedures for enforcement of foreign judgments and decrees in India. CPC 1908 defines the following as Section 2 Subclause 5 Foreign Court means a court situated outside India and not established or continued by the authority of the central government. Now, Section 2 Subclause 6 Foreign Judgment means the judgment of a foreign court. Now, I'll tell you about the nature and scope of foreign judgment. Section 13 embodies the principle of res judicata in foreign judgment. It embodies that the principle of private international law that a judgment delivered by a foreign court of a competent jurisdiction can be executed and enforced in India. Now, what are the objects of recognizing foreign judgments? The judgments of a foreign court is enforced on the principle that where a foreign court of competent jurisdiction has adjudicated upon a claim, a legal obligation arises to satisfy that claim in the country where the judgment needed to be enforced. The rules of private international law of each state differ in many respects, but by the Committee of Nations, certain rules are recognized as common to civilized jurisdiction. Though part of the judicial system of each state, common rules have been adopted to adjudicate upon disputes involving foreign element and to enforce judgments of foreign courts. As a result of international conventions, such a recognition is accorded not as act of courtesy. So, an awareness of foreign law in the parallel jurisdiction would be useful guidelines in determining our notions of justice and public policy. So now, we are not provincial as to say that every solution of the problem is wrong because we deal with it by ourselves. Now, I'll talk about the jurisdiction of foreign courts. In private international law, unless a foreign court has jurisdiction in the international sense, a judgment delivered by that court would be not recognized in India, but it considered only the territorial competency of court over the subject matter and defendant. Its competence or jurisdiction in any other sense is not regarded as material by the court in this country. Now, I'll tell you presumption as to a foreign judgment. Section 14 states that the presumption that an Indian court takes when a document supposing to be certified copy of a foreign judgment is presented before it. The Indian courts presume that a foreign court of competent jurisdiction pronounce the judgment unless the contrary appears on the court, but by proving want of jurisdiction may overrule such presumptions. Now, I'll tell you Section 14 Presumptions as to foreign judgments. The court shall presume upon the production of any document purporting by a certified copy of foreign judgment that such judgment was pronounced by a court of competent jurisdiction, unless the contrary appears on the record, but such presumptions may be displaced by proving want of jurisdiction. I hope you like my videos. Till then, if you have any query, any questions regarding the foreign judgment under CPC 1908, please do let me know in the comment section. I'll resolve all your queries. In my next video, I'll talk about conclusiveness of foreign judgment and rest other things or other aspects of foreign judgment. Thank you.